Hello, Booktube. I was recently tagged by Steve Donahue to do the book bio tag, and that's what I'm going to be doing for you today. This was created by Jessica's library card, and I've got the questions on my phone, so let's start. Question 1. Who are you? Share a little bit about yourself. My name's Andrew, I'm 21, and I'm a cleaner, and pretty much reading is my only hobby. It's the only thing I like to talk about. And yeah, that's really it. that's my life. Question 2. How long have you been on Booktube? I've been on Booktube for 2 weeks now, and it feels like it's been years in a good way, and I'm having a blast doing it, and I love it so much. Question 3. What kinds of books do you love to read? Has Booktube had an effect on what you read? Um, what do I read? I look around. I'm like, oh, I don't know what I read, but when I do, I love classics. Any period, I'm down for it. I love romance. I love historicals. I read a lot of contemporary nonfiction, like natural nonfiction, like early Christianity nonfiction. I adore. Like those are like my comfort areas. In terms of what booktube has influenced me to read, because it really has, and it's really influenced me to try other genres like fantasy and sci-fi because I've had such a strange relationship with those two genres. Like with fantasy, I've only ever like I've I've read the Song of Ice and Fire books, and I've only liked the first two, and I've read them like 6 years ago because I am due for a reread. But yeah, I only like the first two in that series. I read the first volume in Lord of the Rings, and I just never continued. Um, that's that's really it, to be honest. The only fantasy series I genuinely love is Robin Hobb's Realm of the Eldlings. I devoured that series in like literally like 3 months, and it's those big 16 books, and I love them so much. I do like Abercrombie too. I've only read the first two books in the First Law series, and yeah, they're good. I really like them. Maybe I'm more of like a grimdark fantasy person, but I haven't delved into it too much. But because of channels like Michael K. Vaughan and his recommendations, I've really tried to push myself to read fantasy. And sci fi, I've just never had the best luck with. I've only ever really enjoyed one sci fi novel. It's like I do like H.G. Wells, but outside of that, I adore The Sparrow by Mary Doria Russell. Like the whole Jesuits in space is amazing and iconic, and it's like one of my favorite books ever. And I love the sequel, Children of God. I thought it was really good too. So it's yeah, BookTube's really pushed me out of my boundaries, and I really love that because I need to do that sometimes because I'll just be stuck reading romance and classics, which is nothing wrong with that though. Question 4. What do you enjoy about making booktube videos? I love the prep. I have all my videos scheduled out. I love planning. I am 3 weeks. I have 3 weeks planned of videos, so I'm always ahead of everyone else. I feel like, but it's so fun to plan, and it gives me so many good ideas. Like just throughout the week, and I just write them down. And if I feel like making that video that day, I'll do it. And I love the planning. What do you not enjoy making about booktube videos? I'm a bit camera shy at times, and I feel like the more I film myself, the better, the more comfortable I'll become on camera. So I hope that improves, please. What are we up to? Question 6. What video on your channel are you most proud of? There's a lot, to be honest, already. I love the Love Hearts book tag question. It was the question. It was my response to that question. I love the question. What three characters would you bring to a party? And I love my responses. I was a bit cheeky and added 3 authors, and I just love my response. I still stick to my guns about the people I chose, and yeah, that's probably one of my favorite responses. Like one of the greatest things I've ever thought of. I love my Banjo Patterson read-alongs too. They're so fun to film. Holy Sunday's iconic, and that's staying. And yeah, there's a lot already, and I'm very happy for that. Um, what's the next question? Question 7. Is there anything you wish was different about BookTube? Um, No, not really. I love a bit of the mess sometimes. Like it's a bit fun. Um, and yeah, there's nothing really I'd change. There's going to be drama wherever you go because we're humans and we love drama. But I don't have, especially our corner of booktube, there's like literally nothing I'd change because it's so fun. Um, Question 8. Name 3 books that you have reviewed on your channel that you feel represent who you are as a reader. I haven't reviewed any books individually, and so I did cheat and just pick 3 random books that I feel like genuinely like represent me. And yeah, we'll see. I love these books so much. These are some of my favorites, and they've been with me for years and years and years. And so yeah, first book is Moby Dick. It's gay, and that's really all I need to say about that. Um, Next book's Ducks Newburyport. Me and the mum, like I just relate to her so much in terms of how much she thinks about stuff, and I just want to be her friend. I want to be like her counselor just so I can hear more of her thoughts. I know that that's so unpopular to say because I don't know how many people like ducks, but I love it. And the third book I've chosen, um, she's my queen. She lives rent free in my head. I love this woman to death. I'm hunting down every biography of her I can, and that's Marjorie Kemp. Well, the lighting's a bit bad, but Marjorie Kemp. I adore Marjorie Kemp. She's so unhinged, and I feel like I've just always related to her. Like, I can't even explain it. I love how much she weeps. Like, I feel like if I was around in the Middle Ages, I feel like I would have wept with her too. We would have been besties. I love how delusional she is. Like, like when she falls off her donkey because she's crying. When she goes to all the landmarks, about for Christianity back then, and she just weeps. I feel like I would have been there too. And for a woman of her time and how much she traveled, I just respect her so much. She is very unhinged, but I feel like if I lived in that same time period too, I would have been just as unhinged. But I love Marjorie Kemp. She's only the only real competition that's ever come up is Julian of Norwich, but I feel like Julian um only had like episodes of unhinged insanity where I feel like Marjorie was just crazy, and which is not a bad thing at all because it's I just love them. But yeah, Julian is a close second because she is so cool and she deserves more attention. Even though she's probably not the best representation of like Christianity, they're a bit again more delusional, but we love them. Yeah, and they are very much figures on my channel that will stay. Um, Question 9. Name 3 booktubers whose content inspires you. Those 3 are like the main 3. The Holy Trinity is obviously Saint Donahue, Mara from Books Like Woe, and Jess from not Jess, sorry, Jennifer from Jennifer Brooks. Those are like my main 3. I remember loving Read a Book a Gem. She used to be a booktuber, but she disappeared like years ago. And I remember reading War and Peace with her when she read it, and I loved it. Those are my main 3. I love Michael K. Vaughan, of course. He's awesome. There's just like I literally can't name them all. Like there's just so many. I know that doesn't help, but question 10. Share the love. It can be challenging to find your audience. Name 3 booktubers who you think need more hype. This is hard to just pick 3 because I could have picked so many. But the 3 I'm going with today is Robinson Reads, Randy Ray, and Josh Karibo. I love these 3 booktubers. I literally binge their videos. I rewatch their videos every day. I love them so much. But yeah, that was the book bio tag. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, Booktube.